Hello guys, so today I'm gonna
Welcome channel to my
stop. Welcome guys, so today I'm gonna ask my husband the question that every girl wondering in this world. I'm gonna ask him as a guy and we will know today how guys actually think. So the first question we have, this is not respectful. Actually, this is the first question from me to you, like to all men. Is this okay, like when your wife is talking and you just with your phone?
Yeah, it's okay.
No, I don't think that. Okay, so this question I want to know in general, okay? Does men talk about their wives or girls with their other guy friends? Like, you know, like when you're having a studying with your friends, do you guys talk about us? Like, she did that, she does this, like...
The thing is, we don't do that. I'm not sure everyone, but I think the most guys wouldn't talk about their wives in front of the friends, because the wife is a zone that you can't even let a friend, no matter how close, is in it. Like, you don't want to have your friend be knowing about your personal life. So I wouldn't say that, but there would be a time where we would share. It would be like we are sharing our wives, like she did this, she did that, or she don't do this, don't do that, and then we can compare as a marital life. That's where we can have a discussions like, hey, my wife is not, I don't know, my wife doesn't know cook, or she did this to me, to my parents, whatever. And then the other person is like, no, my wife is like this, XYZ. But in a general conversation, we don't talk about our wives.
Like, you can do it. Like, for example, if you have a life problem, you can go and talk to your friend. Like,
No, I wouldn't
no,
say
hey, you don't do this. Like, that's what
I wouldn't
like, yeah.
say that. Even the other guys wouldn't come to you and tell you about someone's wife, because it's just not a good way to solve a problem.
Does it ever like happen to you that, like, before me, like your girlfriend, that I don't know if she was exist or no, like you go to talk to your friend or your girlfriend? I'm not talking about your wife right now. Like,
no,
you know, having fun.
Even if I had a girlfriend, okay, well, there is a point that I want to show off. My wife and girlfriend is on both ways. Would be like, how would she look? It's sometimes like, hey, I want to show off, because let's say if she works out, she's slim, she's fit, she's very mature, then yeah, there will be a time that I want to show off. I'm presented well.
Okay,
in a sense.
nice.
Okay, nice. It just means that she found
This question is something very interesting for me. I don't know about you, but I'll ask you. What men in general think about the first night?
Yeah, so as a guy, they probably fantasize this night a lot more than any other night they're gonna be coming up. But that night usually is over projected than what it is.
I don't understand. I need more explanation.
It's like, because we fantasize so much for a guy perspective, so much of this night, that when we get into the night, it's just regular thing after the deed. It's like we fantasize a lot more. We overdo it, I think.
But you do think about it, like, yeah. Okay, so the next question: why do I feel, or why do I think all boys or all guys are okay to have or to show interest for more than one girl?
Here's the thing, though. This is actually a very good question. It's tricky in a sense, because for a guy, you cannot just go to one girl and be like, I want her, and just go marry her. He has to have several options open, and he has to reach out to several options at the same time, okay, of his liking, of course, not like random person. I don't know how it is, but guys can like more people at the same time. But anyways, 10 people, this 10 text or this, they will start getting to know more of those 10 people. Out of those 10 people, one will say yes, and they will take it. Because think about it, that girl will have 10 other guys on the list that's talking to her for the sake of marriage.
But I'm not
the same thing with the other girls. So for a guy, if he's just focusing on one, which 90% of the time it's not true, they will be talking to multiple people at the same time, and whoever is like good, they will take her.
Next question. That's such a good question. Is it okay for a guy if the girl did the first move?
Yeah, I think it's okay for a girl to do the first move. In fact, I feel like it's better. Why? Because I might be chasing more options, but if you and he's talking to you as well, and if she bring that forward, maybe he will take you. Right?
Really?
Maybe he will take you and he move on with you. The thing is, guys are okay with getting okay, then not the best. guys will not run after the best of the best thing, because some guys will know that it's not their, like, they're out of their league if they're going for best of the best. So they will choose the one that's close, and that sets theirs, that meets their standard for whatever that looks like. Could be religion, moral value, anything, and then they will go ahead. So if a girl takes a shot, he would know for sure that she's interested in me, and he might end up taking that thought.
Like I feel like the guy like the girls that they are running after her more than the girls that she show interest.
The thing is, if you send a first text, that's good. You mention your statement or mention your emotions, and then you have to back out as well. If you're too involved in it, he's going to be like, oh, I already have one option, so if other option doesn't work, I can fall back to this option.
Okay, so the last question, but not the least, what are the things makes you off from a girl?
One of the biggest thing would be if she is not a person that's hygienic, right? The teeth is the first thing I notice. That someone's teeth are not good, not aligned, maybe has very crowded teeth, or just bad in a sense. That will turn me off instantly. Someone who is very argumentative. Now, this is something I don't think it would matter as a single guy, but when you get into a wedding and when you marriage, when you come home after a long day of work and your wife is just complaining and arguing, oh my god, you trust me, after a 12-hour shift, 14-hour shift, when you come home and you will hear that, it's just gonna be so bad to you, and it would be tough. The other thing also, like for my personal turn off, again, no hate to the girl, one of those girl boss type of structure, which is a very strong feminist woman, I don't think I can survive with them. Like, again, I'm up for all the rights and everything, but personally I want someone who is more tuned to her feminine culture, feminine part of her body, feminine part of her, like, you know, of a society, not try to be a man who's actually legit a woman. I want a traditional woman, which you are, which I really like. I wanted that. I don't want someone to be a go-getter, which you could
not
be in a different
woman,
way.
a normal woman, I guess.
No, this is a traditional woman.
This is a
like,
normal. This is what woman should be like.
Yeah, I personally think that, like, the woman should be this woman, where she is taking care of her husband, and take no shame on that. Like, people literally are ashamed to tell the others that, oh, I took care of my husband. He came home and I took care of him.
I'll be proud to show the others. Sometimes even like thing that I really hate was completely my like desire, just to show everyone that I'm doing things for him.
Yeah.
See how
there's many things, and actually not many things, a lot of things,
everyday things, every minute
she do that she don't like it, but she would do it for
and
me.
No one is forcing me. Like, he also will never, like, he never told me to do something, just do it. Like, he also am giving me like, listen, you have completely like choice to say yes or no to do it or to not to do it. It's up to you, but I just like this more or something.
Yeah, as a guy, when you find this woman, you have a big responsibility now, a lot bigger than a woman who is more feminist type, because she can figure things out on her own. But traditional woman, or the woman how it should, the feminine woman, would be dependent on you. Then you have a lot more responsibilities to take care of, which I don't think any guy will run away, because that's how the guys are built, right? Because every time, every stage, she's gonna look to you for guidance, and you have to have a good guidance. You have to have a guidance that's right for the family, right for the kids, right for the future of your
it's not an easy thing.
Well-being. Yeah, it's definitely not easy, but you have to understand that this woman will be dependent on you. But if you get a woman who is dependent in a way, or more feminist, I mean, like, they can do their own thing, they don't need your help, things of that nature, which is good in a way that you don't need to worry about too much. They can take care of themselves. That's okay. But I feel like, even though it's a solid good point here, but there's 99 bad point in my opinion. Again, nothing wrong to the woman, in my opinion, and bad points that I cannot survive with.
Personally prefer to know, like, this is what I think I'm doing right now. I personally prefer to know how to do things, how to work. For example, like, I went to work outside, how to do things, but at the end of the day, I just choose him leading or like doing everything right now. But I also, I'm like, want myself to know that if I if I'm in the situation that I have to deal with these things on my own. For example, if you're passing with a hard time now and I have to work, I'm not gonna be shocked, or I will not be able to do it, or it's gonna be hard for me. No, I know how to do it. So I want to know everything, or how to do everything, but I choose to not to do it now as completely my desire.
Yeah, because now is not the need.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So
Because we don't need you to
might
work,
need it
figure
in
things
the
out.
future.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like it doesn't mean that the girl would not understand anything, but what it means is that when I need her, she will be on her feet. Like she will
that's
figure
why
things
you
out.
want it.
Like a biggest thing I was worried is when you were coming to Pakistan from here to Egypt. Actually, I was worried how you're gonna go back, because that was your first time you flew. So this is the thing. The first time we flew, I thought that okay, the first time I'm with her, going from Egypt to Pakistan for a tour, and then from Pakistan I came to Canada, she came to Egypt at that time. So I knew when I was taking her, I was like, okay, you're gonna go on your own to the airport.
Yeah, I was teaching.
So I kind of showed her the airport. Look, this is how you're gonna find it. We gonna play a game kind of thing.
And he was like, yeah, we are here now. You
A?
tell me which way we're gonna go, or something like that. And I
yeah, she was always going to the opposite way than I explained. This is the one thing I explained to her, and then she went home without a problem.
Yeah, I went from Pakistan to Egypt, and there was like a transit in the middle.
In the middle. I think it was
it was Bahrain. Yeah, it was Saudi Arabia.
Saudi?
Yeah.
You came from Nasser.
So it was like that, and I have survived alone, and that was a good experience. It was the first time experience to me to it was the second time for me to
first on her own, second in general.
Yeah, second in general, and I did it alone, and it was good. So he teach me how to do it, so now I know how to do it. So if there's any emergency that I have to go from here to Egypt or anywhere, I will know how to do it. And this is what like you wanted your girlfriend to be like, to know how to deal with every situation. But it's fine to let you lead your situation
for traditional women specifically.
Yeah.
But if it's like feminine, like a more independent woman, then sure.
I prefer I all the time think that any of the party, like me or you, like the guy or the girl, they are over doing the job. Like for example, like he's so masculine, or I'm so feminine, like so feminine in a way, like those feminism, like I wanna be doing everything and stuff. This is not gonna be balanced in a relationship, and the relationship will be ruined. Like we just he have to do his own thing only, not to overact, and not to just be that kind of a guy and I'm so masculine and stuff like that. Or I don't have to be that kind of feminism that I have to do everything and also like overprotect myself, because I see these things as a overprotecting yourself, and you don't have to be overprotecting yourself that much. You have a guy, because this is 100% my opinion, could be right or could be wrong, but most of the women that they are overacting with leading, overacting with acting like I can work, I can do this, I can do that, it was overacting. I'm not saying in a normal way. I 100% believe that they are doing this because they are not feeling safe in the relationship, and they know that any divorce or any breakup can happen in the future, and they want to be stable, so this is actually a red flag. If you feel like yourself, you need to be that much of independent in your relationship, like I feel this is a red flag for you, that you don't feel safe in the relationship. Because if I feel safe, I will not.
Pause now. Pause for a second.
And that takes us to the next question, which is, if a woman is so feminism, feminine in a way that makes you feel not secure in the relationship, like how are you gonna deal with this as a guy?
Look, like when a girl is a feminine, she will be dependent on you. Okay, this is the true part. Now, like you said, if she's worried about what the future looks like, then she's not stable in the relationship. She thinks that she needs to have an exit strategy if this relationship doesn't work, and that's where you get into a snake eating his own tail, because you actually are thinking of that, and you will end up creating that, and it will actually happen. So never think that anything bad could happen, right? But think in this way, that as a man, now I'm talking to a man, because girls would have this thought, if let's say the relationship doesn't work, what's going to happen? And as a man, you should tell your woman, like, relationship will work, okay? We are together until we die, okay? The only time that you have to worry about this is if I am dead. And by dying, you cannot predict. I can die tomorrow, day after, nobody knows. And for that, I think what the guys should do is that come up with a stream of income as a business, or it could be anything, and the sole benefit of that goes to the wife. Okay, not in a sense that you will divorce or you will split or anything. It's just for the fact that, let's say if I'm not here, this is going to be your source of income for the rest of the life, and you don't have to work, and you can still feed the kids and things like that. So this is what guys should think for their women. Like, if they pass out or pass on to the next life, who's going to take care of them? You. But while you're alive, that fund could go towards your normal daily life. You can use it as your own, but you can tell the wife is that, look, this thing will stay with me forever, and I will give this money will go straight to you. If, let's say, I'm not alive, this is going to be your earnings for the rest of the life.
That was all for today. I don't know how to start or how to end the videos.
Sorry for you. That is all for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, like or subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself, others, and of this channel.
And peace.